Hey everybody, my name is Lance and I'm here with Sticky Fingers Bee Farm, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've never filmed any hive inspection before, much less self-filmed one. So today we are going to attempt to do some filming, sort of show what goes on during a hive inspection. Now today I believe is March the 26th, and we're really starting to get into the beginnings of swarm season here. So we're going to go through one of our hives today and check for queen cells, queen cups, excuse me, see if there's any capped cells, check on the health of some of the hives, and thank you for tagging along. If you're a new beekeeper, this is only my second year. I have done one successful split last fall, last summer, not last fall. So we're looking at possibly doing that today. If there is indeed a capped queen cell, then we will be doing a split today. So if you've never done one of those, I'll show you the way that I've sort of learned to do it. Not to say that it's the right or the wrong way, it's just how I know how to do it. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've went back, I've got my other box. So what I'm going to do is pop this hive back open. I was a little ill prepared. I really didn't think that they would be at the point of swarming yet. But as you can probably tell from the activity on the front of the hive, there's a lot going on. This hive has got a pretty substantial population. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get back in here. Going to try to spot the queen. Just bear with me, it may take some time. I'm not going to use any smoke. I'm going to try not to use any smoke. And the reason being, I don't want to drive that queen down into the bottom if she is up top. So hopefully she's in this top box. I can get her pretty quick and we can get this process rolling, because I've got to find her to be able to move her into this other box over here. Sorry you guys can't see that. I did have a third box on the other side of these two hives right here. Unfortunately, with self-filming this today, I'm not going to be able to show you, my interactions from here to there. So I do apologize about that, but we are going to get started. Hopefully it won't take us too long. We can get this knocked out pretty quick. If you're new to beekeeping, my goal is, by doing this, is to help somebody who may not have a beekeeping mentor local, and you've got a similar situation on your hands. So hopefully this helps you. All right, let's get to it. Once again, just take a second to try to look, be sure that your queen is not, drop my clip. Be sure that your queen's not on the top or on the inner cover. I don't see her up here. Um, this hive's population has just exploded. Um, just hopefully that you can see that in there. I'm not sure how well the camera's going to pick this up, but in that biggest queen cell right there, there is a larva and a whole bunch of royal jelly. All these here on the bottom are queen cups, and so we've got several new queens coming. Oh, and this is pretty cool right here. I hope the camera picks that up as well. If you see in the bottom corner of the frame, there is a drone hatching down there. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, we are going to have to smoke these old girls a little, unfortunately. But that's just part of it sometimes. Maybe some of the workers will go into the bottom box, and maybe she will stay up on top. Here, right here, we have another couple really nice queen cells. just tons of queen cups. These are down on the very bottom, so I really can't get the angle to see if they have any eggs in them or not. But we have got tons of capped queen cells and of queen cups that have either an egg or a larva full of royal jelly. And what I may do with this hive is, if I can find the queen, I'm going to go ahead and move her and the bees just like a traditional split. What I also may do is, this weekend will be my next opportunity to do this. And I mean, I've got to do something today, so I will do some sort of a split today, whether it be, hopefully I can find the queen, I can move her and part of these bees over here. If not, what I will do is I will take a couple of these queen cells and a couple of frames that's got a queen cell in them, move them in this box, take some of the population over there with them, and then come back and try to redo this. Hopefully they haven't swarmed by that time. If they have, I'm gonna have to do something that I'm really not comfortable with. I'm not, I don't have, some folks have they have a bucket on a pole that they'll get up and get a swarm with. Some people will take a box, put a sheet on the ground, put the box on top of the sheet, and actually shake the swarm into the box, let it drop out of the tree into the box. Not really comfortable doing either of them. I obviously can't climb a tree to cut down a limb to get a swarm. So if I don't find the queen today, hopefully I can move enough of the population and enough queen cells, not just the cups, but the actual queen cells, into this box to buy me a week to where I can come back, find her, move her, and some more. This box has enough population that it could withstand being split twice. And I will probably go ahead and split it twice. Even if I find the queen today, I'll move her in this box and do a split. And this weekend what I'll do, because there's so many queen cells in here, is I'll take maybe 2 frames out of here that both have queen cells on them, put them in a nuke box, shake some bees in there, and have a nuke, that way that I have another, it'll be a smaller split, a smaller colony, may not produce anything this year as far as honey wise being able to sell, but gives me something to build for next year. I hope to be able to do this for a living one day, guys. This is my goal. I know I've only got 2 hives right now, but my goal is to be a bee, make a living off of beekeeping. And so every instance where I can get close to that goal, even if it's just a nuke that isn't going to do anything for me this year, but that'll be a good hive for me next year. That's progress, and that's what we're here for. So I'm gonna just continue going along. I know that this is gonna be a pretty long video, but hopefully we will find her and this will be successful. So I finally found her. Thank you, Jesus. I did. Thank you, Lord. She is here. So what I'm gonna do is try to catch her. And there she is. And now I'm just going to take this out of this frame, just like this, inside right here. We got her. Don't really know if you'll be able to see her or not. She's the big one. I've got her marked, but they've sort of taken part of that mark off of her. But so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to take her, this other hive over here on the side. I'm going to take and put that frame in the center. Take a couple of resource frames out of this hive, put in there as well. And then I'm just going to shake, or excuse me, not shake. I don't want to damage any of the queen cells or any of the other worker eggs, anything like that. So I'm going to brush some bees in there with her, and just try to get as much of a population as I can down in there with her. And then we'll have us a split. There you can see, and now all the other worker bees have left, so she's the only one that's left in there. I don't know if you can see the blue dot, but that's her. She's a big, pretty queen. She is a nice one. All right, let's get this finished up. Here's something I want to show any new beekeepers who may be watching this. So when you buy a frame that says that it is a plastic frame that is wax coated, well, this is generally what you get, and it's kind of wax coated. I mean, they put some wax on there, but it's not really a lot. So what I suggest, it helps your bees, especially if you're starting off with packages, gives them a lot more to work off of. Go ahead and buy you a couple blocks of beeswax. I bought a little $16 crock pot, I believe, from Ollie's. And don't use your wife's crock pot, because you will never get all the wax out of it, and she will not be happy with you. So I suggest just going ahead, getting that, and a little roller brush, a little roller for painting, and brush on some wax. So this is what mine look like after I've waxed them. And there's just so much more wax on there. Gives the bees a better start, because a lot of times, and this frame right here, I don't know if you can hardly tell it or not, it's a prime example. They'll build out some of it and then they want the rest. So your best bet, I mean, you're already spending money in beekeeping, go ahead and spend 30 more bucks, wax your frames well, and you'll give your bees a good head start. All right, so now let's get her and some of these other bees in this other hive. Okay, and that about wraps it up. Instead of brushing the bees, what I went ahead and done, as you've seen, I just took this top box, set it over the top of this new hive, smoked them really good, drove them down into this bottom box, took the top box back off, and put it in the old hive. That way, all the queen cells, except I know there's one on the center frame, they'll dispose of it. But all but this one will remain in this hive. Give us the best chance of hatching the best queen, hopefully. And also what I've done to this box, this new hive, is on the entrance reducer, I've taken, I should have showed you before I closed it up, I apologize. I took some electrical tape and reduced the entrance down to nothing. That way that they can't get out of this hive, and the reason being is all these bees are orientated to that box. And so if they were to leave, instead of coming back here, they would go to that box. So by doing this, I'm gonna leave them in here for a day, maybe two, completely closed up, except I do have vented bottom board, so they'll have plenty of ventilation, plenty of airflow. So they'll be taken care of in that aspect. That way, I pull the tape off in a couple of days. Whenever the field bees do come out, they, they'll reorientate to this box instead of going back into that one. So that about concludes this. I know this is my first video, guys, and I know that it's not going to be nowhere near perfect, but I hope that if there's any new beekeepers that happen to see this, that it helps you in some sort of way. Also, if you are looking for any sort of help, the best places that I've been, well, one, I have a beekeeping mentor, in a sense, Mr. Tommy. He's helped me. Also, go online, go to YouTube. Jeff Horchall at Mr. Ed, we call him Mr. Ed. I love to watch him. Barry's Best Honey is another good one. Mike, he's very helpful to watch. 628 Dirt Rooster channel, that's also another one that I cut my teeth on. I love watching those channels. They're very informational, good guys, give sound advice. So if you're looking for any help like that, I would definitely go online, go on YouTube, check them out. Also see if you don't have a mentor that's local, that's close by, If you have a Facebook, see if your county has a beekeeping club. See if there's somebody close to that maybe you can pick their brain a little bit about some of the stuff, because I mean there's a lot of bees are very delicate creatures, and there's a lot that sometimes can go wrong if you don't have the knowledge, and things will go wrong at some point, and it's helpful to have somebody that has the experience, that's been there, that's done that knows what to do. So that wraps this up. I thank you guys. Anyone who may watch, I thank you for watching. I hope to be making more. I've got a super package coming, which is basically three 3-pound packages, whereas a traditional package is just one 3-pound package. I've got 3 of them coming to one queen, excuse me, and so I'm going to be releasing that hopefully soon. Those bees will get here. We'll get to make that video. I can show you how I release package bees. Not to say that it's the right way or it's the best way. It's just, for me, it's the best way that I found so far. So thank you guys again for watching, and y'all have a good day. Be blessed and take care.